Some mornings I just hear this and want to go, yeah!
And other mornings, not so much.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn today. Good morning and welcome to Nature Watch. Nature Watch is sponsored by Waddell's Nursery, Floral, Garden, and Bird Center at the corner of 12th Street and Millam Road. And now, your host of Nature Watch, Gary Miller. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Man,
I think the frost is slowing them down this morning.
Yeah, this time of year just slows me down. You know, Thursday was so cloudy and dreary and blah and misty and drizzly. It was actually a depressing day.
I think I'll have to get you a sun lamp or something.
Yeah. How about I just move to Arizona? Call that.
I mean, you don't get the excitement and change of weather like you get here in Michigan.
Yeah.
You know, like last week you could have summer to winter in 1 week.
You got that in Arizona. All you got to do is drive the Flagstaff. Come on.
But then you have to drive to it. I mean, here you just stay home and experience all of it.
True. Yeah, but, okay, and next week, we could have snow. We could have some snow on Thanksgiving. Now, whether it accumulates or not is another thing. But
yeah, it depends on which model you look at.
Yeah, that's kind of the way Thanksgivings go. Looking longer term, I don't know. Do you think this cold snap is going to hold into December?
We'll see. Actually, I was going to go over what Ellen Baca was predicting for the long-term forecast here. So in the winter. So
okay, well, go for it.
Talk about that a little bit.
Do it.
So this morning on the way in, I have to say, there's lots of air traffic between.
And you're not talking planes.
Between Schoolcraft and Vicksburg. So lots of small groups of sandhill cranes moving around this morning. It was actually pretty neat to see.
Oh.
Little family groups, I believe. It looks like just 5 to 7 birds max. So a couple maybe small families together. It was actually fun to see. Some of them are out in the fields already. There's some of them are still some of those areas that they hunkered down overnight. And but it was fun to see them flying all over.
Yeah.
Still lots of them around. And I still see lots of geese in some of the fields, though the geese, I think, have moved a little bit further south. But a lot of those geese stay around here for the winter, too. And so, I've seen lots of mute swans yet still on Barton Lake, and I saw quite a few on Sunset Lake in Vicksburg the other day. So we'll see how they stay around here and much more, or they may go a little bit farther south. What's really fun to see is actually like trumpeter swans or something. I know I was looking at the Michigan Rare Bird Alert list, and actually confirmed here in southwest Michigan this last week, somebody saw a snow goose and also a greater white-fronted goose. And then a couple of people had actually confirmed sightings of evening grosbeak and white-crowned sparrow. So white-crowned sparrows a lot of times will stay in this area for winter or go a little bit further south. I usually see some around my feeders in the wintertime. And they nest quite a ways north towards the Arctic Circle. So this is really south for them.
Oh.
Warm temperatures.
Okay. Not for long. Not for long.
So couple events coming up yet. Waddell's Christmas open house continues today. It was actually pretty fun to see the big tree get lit last night. So.
I shared that on Facebook. Yeah, you have a couple events going on today too, right?
Yeah, so actually they're going to do some neat Christmas specials today.
And Monday, I think.
So, and there'll probably some more popping up here and there because they're doing some in-store specials. So if you're not following Waddell's on Facebook, follow us on Facebook because that's usually where they post some of those extra specials. Yep. We have Christmas trees in. Yeah. It smells wonderful. So,
yeah, as a matter of fact, it works out well because once in a while I get a pop-up on my alerts that says Waddell's has an event you might be interested in, and I go look. See, it's that simple. It's that simple.
And you might see a bearded guy out there occasionally, so maybe help him pick out Christmas trees.
Yeah. Don't confuse him with Santa, though. He's lost. He really is. He's down here. He's down here at the wrong time of year.
Got to check on people, make sure they stay on the nice list. So the Audubon Society of Kalamazoo on Monday night has their monthly meeting on how to attract Michigan bluebirds, and that's actually going to be at the People's Church on North 10th Street. It's also going to be available via Zoom, so you need to check out that link just before they start. Starting at 6:30. The meeting actually starts at 7, so doing a little socializing before, maybe some snacks. They ask that you bring your own coffee cup if you'd like, so try to keep the meeting a little more environmentally friendly. Mm-hmm. And so that's going to be interesting to see about talking about Michigan Bluebirds. It's a family-oriented program, too, so if you want to bring the kids out, something fun to do on a Monday evening.
Yeah.
Be great opportunity, or even tune in via Zoom.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, too, if you wanted to go to the parade today and then do that on Monday, there you go.
Yes.
It's perfect. You can enjoy both events.
So Thanksgiving coming up next week, and at as late as it can get, or just about as late as it can get.
I think it was a day later.
One day later, so almost
it's
as late.
It's still
as
late.
It's late.
That gives us the shorter shopping.
Yes.
Seasons type thing. Yeah.
So
who counts that anymore? I know people that are already done. They were done in September.
The Kalamazoo Conservation District actually posted something on their Facebook page this week about invasive species, and actually it was something that they shared from the Barry, Calhoun, Kalamazoo County SISMA. It's the Cooperative Invasive Species Management Area, and as the three counties are together, about the red swamp crayfish. And that's a crayfish that has been used as bait in years past and has escaped. It is prohibited invasive in Michigan. It's identified by its dark red body with bright red bumps on claws and the gap between the carapace plates. It's native to Louisiana. It reproduces rapidly and preys on native fish and eggs and erodes stream banks with burrows. So it actually destroys some of our waterways. They have actually found it here in Kalamazoo County, quite a few areas around Galesburg and in Vicksburg. And actually, they mentioned Clark Park in Vicksburg, that they've actually removed over 400 from local parks like Clark Park. They've removed over 1,000 of those crayfish since 2017. And so this year alone was the 400 plus in those parks. They actually work with Gun Lake Tribe, and so they ask if you spot one. There's a way to report that at the bcksisma@gmail.com or via the Michigan Invasive Species Network, the MISN, M-I-S-I-N app for free surveys and treatment. And so they can make sure you know what those are. They actually have a good description of those and some extra photos. So any of the invasive species, if you're out and about, make sure you report those.
Okay.
So we're getting to Thanksgiving, and we're going to talk about the weather a little bit here too. But maybe we'll do our quiz first and trivia. See if so. I have several related questions here. I was debating which one I'm going to use.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we've got to do the trivia. Here's how we do this: 269-382-4280. Gary will ask a question. You call in. If you're the first one with the correct answer, you will win a $20 gift card to Waddell's. And It's perfect for right in the Christmas season.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my question relates to wild turkeys today. And so my trivia question this morning is, can you discern a turkey's sex or gender from its droppings? And if so, how? So again, can you discern a turkey's gender from its droppings? And if so, how? Sort of a crappy question, I know.
Okay. All right.
Some good discussions for the Thanksgiving dinner table.
269-382-4280. Can you repeat that question again?
Can you discern a turkey's gender from its droppings, and if so, how? So a little hint there. It probably sounds like it might be a correct answer, but how? Okay. So some other interesting things about turkeys.
So when you call in, by the way, I'm a one-man gang today. Be nice when you answer, because you kind of set that in motion there, Garrett.
So a couple of interesting things about Thanksgiving and turkeys. So Benjamin Franklin famously referred to turkeys as quote, a bird of courage, unquote. And then one of the other founding fathers, Alexander Hamilton, said, "No citizen of the U.S. shall refrain from turkey on Thanksgiving Day." So some neat turkey quotes.
I agree with the turkey and courage comment. Have you seen them in traffic? They are brave.
Yes, they are, and they're big. I've had one fly across the road in front of me, just across my hood of my truck, and I actually put my arm up so in case it came through the windshield.
Okay,
it did not.
Okay, repeat your question one more time.
So, can you discern a turkey's gender from its droppings, and if so, how?
Good morning, WKZO. Who is this?
Francis.
Francis.
Hi, Francis.
Hey.
Morning.
Good morning. So what's your guess?
I believe you can determine the gender by their species. So the males' species are shaped different than the females, and the males is more J-shaped, where the females is more spiral-shaped.
That is correct.
What?
So when you're out walking in the woods and you see turkey droppings or scat, you take a look and see, you can decide see which bird dropped it. The other interesting thing is the bigger the scat or droppings, the older the bird. So the older they get, the bigger plops they leave out in the field or the woods.
Well,
Jim needed a laugh this morning.
I am not sure. You know, I've been having this discussion with friends. We were thinking about steak on Thursday. Okay, just saying.
So you can amaze all your family when you get around for Thanksgiving dinner, and you can actually ask them the question and share that wonderful information about turkeys with them.
And you may just
it
kill.
might be a better subject to bring up after the meal.
I was going to say it might kill their appetite. You might be right.
Maybe after dinner.
All right. Who is this again? I lost Francis. I lost total track. I lost total track at 8:31, actually. All right, Francis, we have a $20 gift card for you to Waddell's, but I need to get some info from you. Can you hold on the line?
Okay.
Excellent. Well, I'll talk to you over the break. We'll be back in 70 seconds with more Nature Watch here on WKZO.
Waddell's Nursery Florist and Garden Center invites you and your family to their Christmas open house celebration going on today until 5 o'clock. You'll find the best quality fresh greenery, Christmas ornaments, and lifelike trees, as well as an amazing selection of signs, pillows, and Christmas decor, now at special preseason prices. Waddell's lifelike Christmas trees are all 25% off all week. You'll also find a great selection of ornaments and light sets, which are all buy one, get one half off. Get hot chocolate with many yummy toppings and popcorn with several mix-ins for just $1.50 each. See Waddell's.com for your open house coupon and save $10 on your choice off any regular priced item. Waddell's has many unique gifts, from bird feeders to pruners and wind chimes to gift cards. Plus, be sure to step into the greenhouse full of amazing fresh greenery smells, handmade wreaths, custom evergreen porch pots, Christmas trees, and so much more. It's the Christmas open house today until 5 at Waddell's Nursery Florist and Garden Center.
Francis and I were talking. Don't mind us. Francis from Mattawan, our big winner of a $20 gift card because he knew all about turkey droppings.
Maybe a little more kid-friendly talk for the table. So you can ask everybody, even when you're preparing Thanksgiving dinner, maybe something, activity for the kids to do and see how correct this is. How many cranberries are in a pound of cranberries? And I ask that because cranberries are a native plant here in Michigan.
Say what?
About 440 cranberries in a pound.
Why didn't you ask that?
Because it was too easy. Because it was too easy to find, I thought.
Can we roll on?
So we'll roll on. So the Michigan Storm Chasers posted yesterday about the possibility of Thanksgiving snow.
Yeah, I am well aware of that.
And so it depends on the model. There's about only 20 to 40% chance we may have snow Thursday, Friday next week. They also mentioned that because we look at odds, the odds are that it may not happen either. The little big, I guess, multiple curves that are thrown in there depends on which way the winds shift. And we always have the wonderful lake effect possibility. So we could have not much at all, maybe a few flurries. We could have a very slight chance of maybe having some accumulation. We'll have to see.
I'm almost tempted to go back to turkey droppings right now.
Well, wait till I talked about Ellen's long-term forecast for the winter. So
okay, hold on, I'm ready. Go for it. Just do it.
So actually, before we get to talking about that, winter's
you're teasing me again.
I am teasing you. So winter's a good time when you're out and about if you have hemlock trees, to do some scouting on those hemlock trees and look for the hemlock woolly adelgid. And DNR and Eagle just released a press release this week about that, about the invasive species. And It's now in 11 counties in Michigan. The closest ones are Van Buren, and then we get over to the lakeshore, and then actually in Washtenaw County in the east. So we've got most of them along the lakeshore. Van Buren, again, more along the lakeshore. However, they keep trying to isolate that and have quarantine areas to prevent tree movement in those areas, but they're little bugs, so they move here and there. It looks like a little cottony substance right at the base of the needles where it attaches to the stem, so usually you can find that. And they have multiple photos on the Michigan Invasive Species Network, MISIN, MISN. They're also, the DNR is searching too and doing a lot of surveys here and there, so they're looking at a lot of areas that they can on public lands to see, make sure that the insect's not spreading anymore. So if you do find some, please report that because they ask for that assistance from folks. Sometimes actually in the early spring too. So some may even early spring when it starts warming up. If you have a chance to get out and about and you see some hemlock trees, take a look at them. Make sure we don't see that invasive species.
Okay.
And you can keep an eye out for spotted lanternfly, egg masses. Got all sorts of.
That's just an ongoing thing. Spotted lanternfly, copy paste.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ongoing.
Yeah.
So the.
Buckle down, everybody. Here it comes.
Long-term winter forecast for 2025-2026. Ellen Baca did this actually a week ago, and she was actually looking at some of the models. So one of the main drivers we mentioned a little bit. There's a weak La Nina this winter to start the winter. There is quite a Siberian snowpack and polar vortex activity possibly. So we may see a lot of activity from that, depending on which way the jet stream shifts. And they typically, in the past, when we've had a La Nina effect, this year they're actually looking at those conditions just persisting in the beginning of winter, and it's going to fade. They're predicting fade by January with neutral conditions favored January through March. So with La Nina, typically, we got more chance of snow precipitation, and actually quite a bit. And it's been pretty consistent with all the years that they've been tracking La Ninas, that usually pretty accurate. So past weak La Nina years, 2022, 2023, we had a little over 110 inches of snow in Grand Rapids. The 2017, 18, 2016, 17, 2008, 9, and the 2005 and 6 winters all were weak La Nina years, and but they always have those other other factors that may affect the weather. Usually, the weak La Ninas are linked to cold Decembers, and looking at the extended forecast, close extended forecast, looks like about next Wednesday, the thermometer is going to take a little nosedive, and we might be cold after that for a while, which would fall right in place with the what they're looking at with La Nina, and. So typically, Decembers are 10 of the 11 Decembers that have had weak La Ninas were colder than average by an average of 4.3 degrees colder on average. And the second and third coldest Decembers on record were 2000 was 11.4 degrees below normal or average, and 1983 was 11.2 degrees below average. So snow typically. Average snow increase was 30.3 inches. The two biggest years of biggest increased snow in December from weak La Nina. 2000 we had 59.2 inches above average, and 2008 we had 54.6 inches more. So big variability. 1971 we had 3.7 inches more. 2000 we had that 59.2. So there's a big variable there as far as lots of other factors besides the weak La Nina. So 91% of the time, the years are colder than average with a weak La Nina in December. And so we'll see if that holds true again this year. It'll be interesting to see. We may be doing a lot of shoveling and complaining about it, but it looks like after that, it may warm up a little bit, be a little more average, maybe above average a little bit with temperatures. The big variable we have, besides the jet stream shifting and the polar vortex disrupted possibly may affect, we always have that wonderful lake effect. And lake effect can makes wonderful depending on your outlook on it. The lake effect can really throw those forecasts sort of out the window in all the models, because the models just can't take into account those lake effect.
I'm glaring at you right now. I am.
But we've been doing the snow dance for a while because we're trying to get rain, because actually Michigan Storm Chasers posted earlier this week, actually Thursday when the drought report came out, just over 60% of the state of Michigan is in an abnormally dry or worse condition. Kalamazoo County hasn't changed much. So most of Kalamazoo County is still in that none condition, and the northwest corner and the southeast corner are just in that abnormally dry. But just over 60% of the state of Michigan, and it keeps getting a little bit larger, and the areas keep getting a little bit worse. We have a chance of rain, looks like maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and then maybe changing to some snow. So we might have some more moisture. We might have enough moisture just to keep it pretty well status quo. We'll see. We do need more moisture, though. That ground is very dry.
I'm still leaning towards steak on Thursday. I'm telling you. I still am.
Well, then you can really talk turkey then.
Woo!
Don't have to worry about appetites then.
Onward, please.
So no two winners. And what Ellen really points out, that no two winners are exactly alike, and you always get all those different variables. Just one little change in variable, so a couple degrees difference in temperature average, and going over an open water Lake Michigan, it picks up lots of moisture. We get lots more lake effect.
Yeah.
We get really cold, and we get more ice on the lake. We don't get as much snow. But again, there's just maybe sometimes fractions of a degree difference that really affect that. And so it'll be interesting to see. We'll have to see everybody get their rulers out and pay attention to how much snow we get this year. So maybe we'll have some decent snowfall.
Okay.
We actually need a long season of snow. One, we need the moisture, precipitation.
Yeah.
Two, it's been a while since we've had a long-term winter that we've had snow on the ground for a long time, and that actually helps nature as far as things staying dormant, and sometimes that extra cold helps kill off some of those detrimental insects in that too. So
I was saying, earlier in the fall that we just needed a brutal winter. And now that I have said it, I'm regretting it. And I just...
Well, the thing is about, it gets cold in the wintertime. You can either stay home or you put more layers on.
Yeah.
So you can still tolerate it. In the summertime, when it gets really, really hot, there's only so much that you can take off that you're still decent.
Yeah, but I still like it better. I don't care.
So folks like me that tend to not like the humid, really hot temperatures in the summertime, I like the little colder temperatures. Yeah. And
well, you can just go lay in a snowbank then and have fun, okay?
So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the winter this year. We always get those warm-ups, it seems like, in January, February. Even in those really cold winters, we always have a few of those sunny days. And it'd be nice in between the snow showers, if we do get that little more snowfall in December, that we have some sun in between, because like Jim mentioned, Thursday was pretty dreary.
Very.
And I always like sharing with folks that when I was at Michigan State, and it would have been October of 1983.
Okay.
The East Lansing area had, and around Michigan State's campus, had 6 measurable days of sunshine. And a measurable day of sunshine is 60 minutes or more. 2 or 3 of those 6 days were just over 60 minutes. So a very cloudy, dreary month. Very cloudy, dreary.
Uh-huh.
And had lots of rain, but just dark and dreary all the time. And that was October. So it's nice to see that sunshine now and then in the wintertime. Make sure you've got those bird feeders filled. I've added a couple more feeders, so we'll see how fast they go through feed this year.
Mm-hmm. Suet cakes are a hot deal right now. I'm just
they
saying.
Are. Yeah, suet cakes. And actually, I saw some goldfinch eating suet the other day on one of my feeders. So just trying to get some energy. I think they might know something, maybe some snow or something.
Okay. So now that Gary has either depressed us or enlightened us, depending on your version of winter, there you go. We do need a rough winter.
Well, we didn't have snow on the ground for Christmas anyway.
Winter. And that's acceptable. But after that, you go away. Okay, all of the skiers and snowmobilers, are sending me hate mail right now. I get it. Okay.
Well, it's nice to have snow. I mean, it's nice seeing that nice clean look out there and Mother
Right.
Nature and that nice white carpet of
There
snow.
you go. Yeah. Let's not have another depressingly dreary day like Thursday, though. Let's
We need some sunshine to peek through once in a while.
Yeah,
And actually,
yeah.
with the snow, it makes it nice and bright, too, and you do have sunshine peek
Yeah.
through. So.
By the way, it's going to be a nice day for the holiday parade if you want to go down there. Of course, get to Waddell's for their special event as well. There
Yeah,
you
well,
go.
actually, I know we got some bird seed still, a lot of bird seed, some specials going on, and got lots of specials for just Christmas decor. Got lots of Christmas things out there, including we have cut fresh Christmas trees in,
Oh,
along
okay.
with live trees and artificial trees. So
you
your
go.
choice, whatever you want.
Thank
Might
you.
see me out there with the Christmas trees today.
There you go. Thank you, Gary, and thank you for listening to this edition of Nature Watch. Tune in each Saturday morning at 8:30 for Nature Watch, brought to you by Waddell's Nursery, Floral, Garden, and Bird Center at the corner of 12th Street and Millam Road, right here on 590 and 106.9 FM WKZO.